Welcome to We Need Answers! Here comes the main man, Mr. Mott! Welcome! Welcome to We Need Answers, the quiz show where the questions come from you, the public, via a text answering service. I'm Mark Watson. Tell you a bit about myself. I once shared a bed with a man, but it's fine in the end. And I'm going to be hosting this show with the help of these two people here. First of all, in charge of graphics and sound, please welcome Alex Horn!
Yes, I'm in charge of... well, I've yoked graphics and sound. I thought I'd quickly demonstrate the sort of thing I can do. This one doesn't have sound, but you'll see the graphics. I'll demonstrate how the quiz show works, or how the process of making this show's work. This is called the Quiz Factory. Pretty good graphic. I'll just start the factory going.
Yeah.
Not bad. Now, as Mark said, we've teamed up with a text answering service, so we get these questions from them, and then we decide, or I decide sometimes, if they're good or bad. So if they're good, they go into the good chute. If they're bad, they go into the bad chute. So if they're good, they go into the good chute. If they're bad, they go into the bad chute. Luckily, I also go in the good chute, which means I'm able to take part in the show with these other two better men.
Thanks, Alex. So that should all be pretty clear, but we've still got the thorny business of getting these questions from our minds into the contestants' ears. The person to do that, as ever, is question courier Mr. Tim Key.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
Now, Tim, if there's one thing we like on We Need Answers, it's to have a theme for the show. So what is this show's theme?
We love a theme. We like a theme.
What is the theme?
The theme this time is, there we are. Exploring Ireland.
There, yes.
Exploring, yes, thank you. Exploring Ireland. What do we think of when we think of exploring Ireland? We think of paths and peacocks, people and a waterfall. Ireland has a waterfall. Exploring Ireland. Of course, what we sometimes forget is the lovely accent.
Oh, yeah.
There we are.
It's very green, isn't it?
I've never been.
So, exploring Ireland is the theme. So who would be absolutely perfect guests for this show? Well, I suppose, in an ideal world, an explorer and an Irish person. But that's impossible, isn't it? Is it? Is it?
No.
It isn't.
No.
No, you're right, it is. No, it's not! No. Let's meet the Irish person and the explorer who are our contestants!
Let's meet the contestants. Let's meet the contestants.
Our first guest tonight is an actual Irish woman. She went to convent school. Her brother plays rugby for Ireland. Her parents were poultry farmers. I mean, I could go on. She's had huge success in a nearby country, England, winning a British Comedy Award, BAFTA nomination for her show Pulling, as well as her work in a host of other comedy favourites. It is, of course, Sharon Horgan!
Yeah, hello.
Our other guest may not be from Ireland, but he will definitely have been to Ireland because he's an explorer. He's hunted ape men, he's trekked through the Arctic, he's cheated death, and now he will receive his reward for these deeds with a place on We Need Answers. It is Benedict Allen! Oh dear. Well, welcome Benedict, welcome Sharon.
Thanks.
Real clash of stars, isn't it? An explorer versus a comedian.
I know.
Ooh, and you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really...
Bear in mind you're up against a man who does things like sort of hunts crocodiles and finds ruins and things. I suppose you will have killed and eaten most things in your time.
Yeah, not humans, but
You killed a dog, though, haven't you?
I had to kill my dog.
He had to, yes, no, well, but you judge him, but he was going to die unless he killed and ate his dog. I know what I'd do. Die.
Dog was dying as well.
Yes, so it was sort of a case of you or me here, Buster.
Yeah.
Had the dog started eating you, though?
No, I think it was dreaming of eating me, and I was dreaming of eating it, and...
You won in the end?
I was bigger.
Yes, there we are. So, well, we've met the contestants. The first round is called Burning Issues and Fiddly Questions. Tim, you ready?
Yes.
Oh, good. Alex?
Yes.
Everyone's ready. Let's play We Need Answers.
Where do you come from?
Out the hatch, mate. Hey, Benedict.
Hello.
Hello. Sharon.
Hiya. How are you? Sweaty.
That didn't go how I planned. Sharon, this is about our theme. How many pints of Guinness would it take to floor an Irish horse?
So, I should base it on how many pints of Guinness it takes to floor me,
Yes.
and then multiply it by a horse.
Yes. Yes.
The old mathematical principle of times horse.
So how many pints of Guinness would it take to floor you?
Floor me about, I don't know, depending on the night, about 7 or 8.
About 7 or 8?
I'd say there's about 5 of me and a horse. If it was a really big horse, like 32 pints.
It's not 32. It goes across, I'm afraid, Sharon.
Oh.
Benedict, how many pints of Guinness would it take to floor an Irish horse?
Oh, so how many pints would it take to floor me?
Yeah,
Well, that seems to be the way it works.
Several thousand that you probably have to divide by horse in your case.
Ooh, dear. Ooh, quite a lot.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Gallons and gallons.
Yes.
Yes. Lots
Quicker,
of
please,
gallons.
Benedict.
Oh, it's okay. I don't know. 30 pints.
No points to either, I'm afraid. Our text answering service estimates it would take 52 pints to floor a horse using Guinness. You can lead a horse to Guinness, but you'd have more fun drinking it yourself. That's quite sweet, isn't it? Benedict, if I jumped out of a plane...
Big if.
It is a big if. How high would it need to be for me to open a tin of beans before I hit the ground? With a normal can opener.
So do you mean what is the minimum you need? Because if you're...
Bit quicker, Benedict.
I don't know, so 1,500 feet.
1,500 feet. Can you give it to me in metres, if you would?
Oh dear, I can't do that.
About the same.
Yeah, thank you. 500 metres.
500. It goes across. Sharon.
2 miles up.
2 miles. Can you give me that in metres? 700 and...
Something beyond that number.
700 and a few more hundred.
Yeah.
It's actually, terminal velocity for a body in free fall is about 56 miles per hour, so 785 metres of height would be needed.
Oh.
There you go.
Just one thing. Most of us explorers, like me and Benedict, we'd use these ones nowadays with the...
That's
the ready pull.
That's
Because these you
basing it
don't
on
have to
that.
be... You could just be low, you could be skimming and you can just about do it. You can just sort of...
Yeah.
So how low do you reckon you
You
could
could do
be
that
still
from
open
probably
that?
just like a foot. You could probably do it from a foot. if you
That'd
were
be-
to-
Who would like to see whether Alex can open that? Yes! So Alex is going to try and prove Sharon and the other doubters wrong by ascending to a height of 1 foot and opening that can of beans
Sorry,
before
Mark, I'm
he
going
was...
up.
Up he goes, up he goes. OK, let's give him a bit of encouragement. Alex Horn, the adventurer, ladies and gentlemen.
Sharon. Hello.
Hiya.
This next question is an eating question.
Okay.
Would you care to join me in a smoked ham and mustard sandwich?
Do I have to?
Yeah.
This ham looks
Yes,
damp.
It's
Damp ham.
either way, Sharon. Down the hatch.
Yes.
If everyone on a bus agrees it's a good idea, can a bus go through a drive-through McDonald's?
And,
If that's the will of the bus.
Oh my God. Well, from what I remember, drive-through fast food restaurants, there's a limited area, isn't there?
There is.
And also, how would you order? Because the bus driver's on the wrong
what?
side.
It's
You'd
crazy.
have to. I think no. I think no.
Benedict. Benedict. Kind Benedict.
Oh, dear.
How do you get out of quicksand?
Oh, this is right up his dangerous street.
Yes.
This has been texted in by someone who the text message is their last resort, really. If you're at the stage where you're texting it, you should have got a plan B.
I'm just worried if there's someone out there waiting for the answer.
I think, Benedict, there's a bit of pressure on this answer.
You've got to maximise your surface area, so you try and get horizontal and you try and swim.
Quicksand has a greater density than water, so you can float. Relax your body and don't struggle. Make slow movements and spread your weight on the surface. That's 2 points!
Yes! And that's the end of the round. And at the end of that first round, it couldn't be closer. Benedict Allen has 2 points. Sharon Horgan has 2 points. Alex, do you have any early analysis of the contest for us?
I do. I've been constructing a diagram, a Venn diagram. First of all, I've put the men in this sort of ellipse. So the men, the four, obviously, there's Mark, me, Tim and Benedict. Then I've put over here seated people who are sat down. Sharon joins that crew, which means from this we can learn that Benedict and Tim are the only seated men. One other ellipse. People who are on a trampet. Just me. I'm the only man on a trampet.
So there, I think the diagram falls down a bit because you're obviously not on a trampet.
I am on a trampet.
Well, why aren't you bouncing about?
I don't have to bounce. I'm just perching on a trampet.
But you might as well at least. Yeah, but that's just...
I'm on a trampet. I'm on a trampet. Yes, he's on a trampet. I'm on a trampet.
Thank you, Alex. So, with Alex on a trampet, we move on to the next round, which is all about our contestants, Benedict and Sharon. This round is called You or Him/Her, and all the questions are questions which have been sent to our text answering service on the subject of Sharon and Benedict. The players can choose to answer a question about themselves or, for double points, gamble on a question about their opponent. Let's play We Need Answers.
Hello, Sharon.
Hiya.
Hello, Benedict.
Hello.
Sharon, all these questions about you or about Benedict.
Okay.
Would you like one about yourself or about Benedict?
Well, I think I want one about myself.
Yeah.
Just to hear the question.
Sharon plays it safe.
Yeah, it's about your acting. Does Sharon Horgan ever improvise? For example, if she's meant to be yelling at a fella who's kidnapped her daughter, would she ever switch the situation around and get off with the guy, just to give the director an option?
Well, I haven't been involved in that exact scenario, but I have improvised my acting on screen.
You sometimes improvise?
Yes.
Yep. That would be absolutely fine. Sharon will improvise some dialogue, but she leaves major plot changes up to the writers. That's 2 points!
Yeah, that will do.
Absolutely fine.
What?
It's true.
Is that the real answer?
That's the real answer.
Wow, I didn't know I did that.
Yeah, you do. Benedict, you or her?
Oh. What do you reckon, Sharon?
Go for a double point, because...
Yeah, double points. Good point. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you're going away? OK, so this is about Sharon. Yeah, they're not that difficult, I don't think. What is Sharon Horgan's home address?
Damn. Okay. Donegal, that's Ireland, isn't it?
That's Ireland.
County Clare. County Clare.
Gonna have to pin you down to a house number.
OK, 72.
72?
72, County Clare!
It's not.
No.
She lives in East London, but her full address is private. She was born in London, then moved to Bellewstown.
Bellewstown.
All right. County Meath when she was...
When I was 3.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, no points. Sharon, would you like one about yourself or one about Benedict now?
I'm going to try Benedict.
Oh, she goes for
think.
double points here.
Quite right,
That's
too.
Could be
foolish.
big.
OK. Is the main difference between Benedict Allen and Tintin the fact that Tintin would never eat his dog?
Yeah, I think that is the main difference. because the hair is sort of similar.
Yeah. Is it the main difference, yeah?
I would say it's the main difference.
It's right! Yes! Yes. 4 points.
Oh, winning streak.
Tin Timber never eats snowy, but Benedict ate his dog. Benedict's as strong as a crocodile.
Benedict.
Benedict.
He's crossed the Gobi. He's crossed the Amazon. He's searched for tigers. And he was educated at the University of East Anglia.
So this is an interesting sort of clash of personalities, because I saw in an interview, Sharon, you said that you were a real scaredy cat, and you'd
I am a scaredy cat, yeah.
What's the bravest thing that you've done to rank alongside Benedict's deeds?
Well, I put my head underwater this summer for the first time.
Basically, 2 of us add up to Benedict.
Not even.
Not even.
We might add up to a fogel, possibly.
As the phrase goes.
Benedict, you or her?
Maybe me this time.
Oh, yeah, maybe you, OK. When Benedict Allen finds himself in a hotel, does he get furious at the unnecessary bourgeois opulence of it all and rip down the curtains and sleep naked under the bed?
Yeah, not so much, not so often. No, I'm just adapt and... No, I don't.
Under a bed, luxury. He'd sleep in the car park.
Oh.
That is, unless people are watching, in which case he sleeps in the bed so as not to make a scene. So I'm going to say you're quite right. 1 point.
And that's the end of the round. At the end of that round, Explorer Benedict Allen has 3 points, but well out in front with 8 points, it's Sharon Horgan. And it's now time for the physical challenge. Well, so far it's all been pretty light-hearted, but the atmosphere is going to change now as we set our contestants a somewhat sombre physical challenge. As ever, it's based on a text received by the answering service. Alex, can we see the text, please? There we are. Just a peculiar text. Just watching my uncle cry. Great stuff. But what's a good amount of tears to cry in a minute? So we thought we might let our contestants have a go at figuring this out themselves. We're going to see who has the superior crying skills. To help them out, please welcome, in sombre mood, Tim Key.
Right, Sharon. You all right?
Not really, no.
OK, Benedict.
Fine, Tim.
Right, we're going to see how much we can cry then, aren't we? You're right. Come on, so that's better. I've got my sad case here.
Tim's got a case there with various helpful things for crying, and we're going to ask our contestants against the clock to cry as many tears as they can.
OK, so Benedict, if I can just ask you to stand there on the recovery step. Sharon, have I asked you to stand here, please, on the step of sorrow? So, in a second, we're going to see how much we can cry. You're right. That is your onion bat. If at any point you feel you're struggling and you need some onions, raise the bat, and I'll bring some onions, and I'll chop them for you, and we'll see how that works.
OK.
All right?
OK.
OK, Alex is just with Benedict now.
Benedict, we don't want you crying early, so I've got these. These are a pair of onion goggles. So if you pop these on, your eyes will be unaffected by onion juice.
Wow, exciting.
And also, just, Tim will... Well, there may be some moving words, so if you want to listen to this, I've put on some pop music. Pop them on, there they go.
Oh, funky. Every explorer ought to have a pair of these.
Yes, in case you meet an onion. And that's some music that...
Can't hear you.
Lovely stuff.
OK, then. In about 10 seconds, you're going to start to cry. I'm just going to tell you quite a sad anecdote first, just to get you going.
OK.
A couple of Christmases ago, I went to Bristol. And the day after Christmas, on Boxing Day, we went for a little walk with the family, and we came across a deer. And this poor deer had fallen into a reservoir, and there was no water in the reservoir, but it had slipped down, and it was such a steep slope, you see. And This poor dear couldn't get out. Your time starts now.
Excellent technique from Horgan, but can she actually make those tears come? She's got the onion back, remember?
Only the onions.
Yeah.
There we are. Sharon has called for the onions.
You all right? It's all right, let it all out.
It's not ideal.
That's it. Okay. Let's see what we've got so far.
So Tim's got a device to measure the tears as they fall. 10 seconds. Is there a tear? Tim, is there a tear?
It's a very small tear.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Just squeezing it out.
3, 2, 1, and that's crying time over. Tim will immediately file away the tears. Good effort from Sharon Horgan, some pretty sad faces and a tiny little tear which could be enough, who knows, to win it. But now as Sharon goes to the recovery step, Benedict will mount the step of sorrow. Let's give him some sad encouragement.
All right then, Benedict, up you get, up you hop.
Sharon, just to cheer you up, there's Cyndi Lauper Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It's really lovely. really upbeat.
You're going to start to cry in about 10 seconds. Just got a quick anecdote. A couple of years ago, I was in Bristol, and we went for a walk after Christmas Day, and my uncle pushed a deer into a reservoir. Away you go.
Oh.
So just to remind you, Sharon Horgan has already cried the smallest of tears, so Benedict has got to get some sort of moisture out of his eye if he wants to have a chance of winning the physical challenge. Rather than sort of emotional delicacy, Alan is resorting to force here. Remember, you've got the onion back, you can call for the onions, Benedict. Yes, he does call for the onions. It's a sensible tactical decision. So Tim chops the onion. Benedict will look to get a bit of onion in his eye in the hope of squeezing a tear out somehow. 30 seconds of weeping time left for Benedict. He's only got to get a little bit of a tear to pull level with Sharon.
Also, remember, Benedict, that dog, that would have had a little mummy and daddy dog.
Poor dog.
The seconds are ticking away. He's almost sleeping in the onions now. 5 seconds to go. The collection is in place.
That's the end of Benedict's crying time. Well, a valiant effort, but it's fair to say that I think that Benedict didn't muster any tears at all. Whereas Sharon Horgan, with a solitary tear, wins the physical challenge. After that compelling display of sadness, we now move on to our final round. Back to a more upbeat round, the quickfire meltdown round. All the questions in this round are for double points, and the quiz will be over when Sharon and Benedict's heads clash on the screen. So for the final time, let's play We Need Answers.
Right! Brave, brave Benedict. Emotionally attached Sharon. The quick fire round. What famous Irish singer used to be a kissogram? Come on!
One of the Nolan sisters. Colleen?
Oh, what's the other one?
All the others.
No, Sinead O'Connor. Who uses more energy during an hour-long period, a soccer player or an Irish dancer?
An Irish dancer.
An Irish dancer goes across.
So the other one, the football player.
He's right, yes, a football player! Was Frank Sinatra a crooner?
Yes.
Yes, he was a crooner! What sound do goats make? Is it bleating?
Yes.
Yeah, it is, yeah, 4 points. What is a talon?
What is a what?
What is a talon?
Brave,
Talon.
brave. I think it's talon, as in claw of a bird.
Yeah, what is it?
What is it? It's a claw of a bird.
He's right, yes! What is the average age of Best Actor Oscar winners?
42.
Oh my goodness. 43, I'm going to say it's right!
And that's the end of the round and the end of the quiz. And with the quiz at an end, we will, as always, reveal the results in reverse order. So this is a very, very tight one, but the runner-up with a total of 11 points is Benedict Allen. Benedict, you've sort of traversed deserts and the Arctic and things, but now this could be the loneliest walk you ever make, because we're going to ask you to put on the clogs traditionally given to the defeated winning dancers, and you will be asked to traverse the rest of this bare stage wearing the clogs. Yeah, you will have, of all people, have done longer walks. Holes in the socks there.
Let's get that on. Bye-bye, Sharon. It's been nice knowing you.
A bit quicker, please, Benedict.
Benedict Allen! Which means that tonight's winner with an impressive 18 points is, of course, Sharon Horgan! Well done, Sharon. So, Sharon, congratulations. You now get to choose for your prize between the Weenie Dancers plate and the Weenie Dancers bait.
God, it's tough, really. I'm gonna have the bait. Actually, the bait.
On for the bait. There we are. So, Sharon, you've won that bait. Now that's safe. That's yours now. No one can take that away from you, apart from hopefully a fish. But you could win even more now if you join me for the house prize showdown. You join me at the house prize step, where I'm with Sharon Horgan. How are you feeling, Sharon?
I'm excited.
Well, excitement is the right mentality.
Nervous.
And nervous is also the right mentality, actually, because when you find out a bit more about tonight's house prize, you'll really want to win it. As ever, it comes from one of our houses, Sharon. One of our houses. Alex, can we find out whose house it comes from and what it is?
OK, it's, It's Mark's house. It's your house, Mark.
Oh.
Yes, yeah.
And you're lucky today, Sharon. It's actually 3 prizes. It's a board game, it's a cuddly toy, and also it's this anorak. So I'll chuck on.
All in all, I bet you'd love to win all those things.
Yeah.
Well, you'd better answer this question then. And Tim, can we have the house prize question, please? Very small cards this evening.
That one.
Middle one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
OK. Just post these. Sharon, good luck.
Thank you.
Can we have the tense music, please, Ali? OK. How many fingers did Jimi Hendrix's father have? Is it sort of a bit less than he should have had, or a few more than he should have had?
I think I would like it to be a bit more than he should have had.
Yeah, I'd like that as well.
Is it not right?
It is right! He has 6 on each hand!
Sharon Horgan has won the house prizes. She's won the debate. She wins Weenie Dancers. Well done, Sharon. And thanks for running-up Benedict Allen. You've been watching Weenie Dancers with Mark Watson, Tim Key, Alex Horn, and these two. Thanks very much. Bye.
Go to the BBC Comedy website to watch more from the We Need Answers team with the fiendishly addictive celebrity name game No More Winning. Coming up next tonight, it's Charlie Brooker, and here he is to tell you all about it.